Have you heard Elvis Presley's iconic song from 1956, Are You Lonesome Tonight? Or Akon's remixed version of Bobby Winton's iconic song, Lonely? If you listen to the lyrics closely, they talk about loneliness, the feeling of being unloved or uncared for. And that's exactly what's alarming authorities in South Korea, the number of people feeling that way. Let me tell you why. Touted as one of South Korea's biggest problems that is claiming thousands of lives each year, lonely deaths, known as godoksa in Korean, is becoming a growing concern for the authorities, and they have pledged to pull out all stops to fight this. According to reports, mostly middle-aged men die quietly and alone, cut off from their family and friends. Sometimes it takes days or even weeks before their bodies are found. Now, in a bid to tackle this problem of loneliness or isolation in the bustling capital of Seoul, authorities have announced that they would spend nearly $327 million over the next 5 years to create a city where no one is lonely. You heard that right. So how exactly do they plan to tackle this? According to the metropolitan government, they have planned loneliness counselors, which will be available on a 24/7 hotline, an online platform for loneliness counseling, as well as follow-up measures, including in-person visits and consultations. In fact, the city also plans to introduce expanded psychological services and green spaces, nutritional meal plans for middle-aged and elderly residents, a dedicated search system to identify isolated residents who need help, and activities to encourage people to venture outside and connect with others, like gardening, sports, book clubs, and more. According to South Korea's Ministry of Health and Welfare, the number of lonely deaths has been rising, reaching 3,661 last year, up from 3,559 in 2022 and 3,378 in 2021. According to a report, while in some cultures loneliness is seen as a feeling that happens when relationships are not fulfilling, in Korea, people say they feel very lonely when they feel they are not worthy enough or lack purpose. Experts claim that this is a common sentiment echoed by many millennials and Gen Z Koreans who are basically sensitive to criticism while being overly self-critical and afraid of failure. As South Korea's capital pulls out all stops to tackle this issue, have you found yourself feeling this way? Have you felt the need to address this issue? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.